Hello! So, this is my first video since the big earthquake in Japan. I'm sorry I haven't updated sooner to just kind of let the people who watch this channel know that I am okay. My area where I live is in Yokohama, and my station name is called Nakayama. So I'm actually a little bit between two other stations that are kind of big, Yokohama and Machida. And I live on the Yokohama line. And when I came back home the day after the earthquake, because I was at work when it happened and I got stranded down in Kamakura for the evening. And so when I finally made it back to my house on Saturday, like my house was fucking devastated. There was like trash on the floor and books knocked over and cameras everywhere and everything. And then I realized that was how I left it. So actually nothing moved. Everything was totally fine. And I I ended up going to Tokyo that evening. So I got back to my house on Saturday, and then Saturday evening I went up to Tokyo because I just didn't really feel safe in my apartment, and with all the aftershocks and everything, I really didn't want to be alone, and my station's a little isolated, so I just didn't feel safe there. So I went to Tokyo and I stayed at a friend's house, which was really nice. We watched movies and drank and ate pizza, and it was a nice way to kind of relax. And then Sunday, we all went to Yoyogi, and I actually posted a video of that, of us all just kind of hanging in Yoyogi Park, and yeah, and so that was really nice. But then I ended up getting stranded in Tokyo because my train line they shut it down because it's not a very major line, and they were doing the rolling blackouts and everything. So my line, actually, did I just hear my phone? I did. So my line got shut down, so I ended up being stranded in Tokyo for a couple days, and then Monday, my mom called me. Actually, it was Sunday night. My mom called, and her and my brother were kind of freaking out, and they're both actually in Japan right now, my mother and my brother. And they were kind of freaking out about everything, and so they were like, well, we don't know what's happening, so we're going to Kyoto for a few days, and you're welcome to come with us. And I was fine. I felt really safe being with my friends. None of my friends were panicked about anything. They were all handling the earthquakes and aftershocks really well. And but my talking to my brother and my mother, I got a little concerned. So I was like, okay, well maybe just to be on the safe side, I'll go with them. So then I went and I was down in Kyoto for about a week, and I posted a video of some clips from that. And that was actually, it was really cool to be in Kyoto and everything. But the whole time I was down there, all I could think about was how much I missed Tokyo and all my friends here and everything. And it really made it very clear to me that I'm not ready to leave Japan. Like, I really was thinking that April, May, I would be moving back to the States. But now I'm like, no, I can't. Like, there's so much here that I love, and I'm just not ready to go back. So, with that said, today I got a new haircut. Woo! My first haircut in about 9 months, I would say. It's been about 9 or 10 months since I've had a haircut. And so this is it, and I'm very happy with it. I showed the guy a picture of Daniel Radcliffe. Don't laugh. And we kind of talked our way from there, and this is what ended up happening. And let me see. So there's that. Okay, so not leaving Japan anytime soon. I'm fine. My apartment is still messy, but no more messy because of the earthquake. Haircut. And so then a few videos back, I posted some stuff about just weird foods, and I think I'm going to keep doing that. Just foods, drinks, other things in Japan that I can easily bring to in front of a camera. And then I think I'm going to keep with the kind of like my other videos will be clips of things that I see, like kind of to music that I like. I'm really enjoying doing that, so I'm just going to keep doing that for a while. If you have any suggestions, if anyone out there in YouTube land has something you want to see, or if you're dying to know something about Japan, leave a comment and I will go out and investigate that, and I'll show you the results. If you want to know what it's like in Akihabara, or if you heard about some weird club or something like that, let me know, and I will happily, I've got my iPhone and I've got a camera that I can shoot HD video on. I will go there and check it out. Otherwise, you're just going to be seeing more of the kind of things that I see and that I look at and that I like. With that, tonight's thing, it's another drink night. I'm going to do another drink. And I've got two drinks here. The first is the Sarari, really, is that what it says? Toshota. It's umeshu. So hold on, let me get this. They do this thing in Japan, like they have to put tape on everything. If you don't get a bag, you get tape, and that's actually what they ask you. They say tape, tape daijoubu, and they want to put tape on stuff so that way they know that you paid for it, which I guess is nice for them and for me. Okay, so anyways, you can see these little green things. These are ume plums, and it's coming up here is going to be ume season. It's like kind of spring, late spring, summer, and these plums grow on trees out here, and people go and pick them by the metric buttload. I mean, tons of them get picked, and you can pickle them, and they get really kind of soft and sour, and they're good on rice or with other foods. And you can also make alcohol from them, and it's very common out here to get some ume alcohol and then mix it with soda, and you make umeshu. And it's a little tart, but I really like it. And if you like tart, sour kind of things, it's really good. Not a huge alcohol content, 4%. So it doesn't like get you drunk or anything, but it's a tasty little beverage. I really like it. So umeshu. So that's the alcoholic beverage of the evening, and the other is Pocari Sweat. Now, Pocari Sweat, when I first came to Japan in 1997, I think it was, Pocari Sweat only came in cans, or that I remember, it only ever came in cans, and it's got a very different taste if you get it in a can or in a PET bottle or plastic bottle. In the can, it has a very tart, kind of dry taste, and I really don't like it that much. It's kind of weird, but in a bottle it's very sweet, and it's actually, like, when you're really thirsty, it says it's an ion supply drink, which I guess means it's kind of like Gatorade. I don't know if it actually has any ions in it or if it's just sugar, lots and lots of sugar. They give a little description here. I don't know if that's going to come out. You probably can't read that. And I don't want to take the time to read it, because I don't think it's that funny. It's not that funny. Anyways, maybe I'll type it up in the description. But anyway, so I just wanted to get this, because this drink right here, whenever I drink it from a can, as much as I don't really like the weird tartness of it, it always reminds me of my first trip to Japan. It's like, this is a hugely, as they would say in Japan, or Japanese, naskashi. This is kind of like, this drink makes me feel naskashi. It makes me feel kind of reminiscent of the very first time I came here, which it's kind of a nice feeling every now and again. Sometimes if I'm out I find this in cans a lot, in like kind of smaller vending machines, like in the countryside and stuff. You can get it in a can anywhere, but for me, when I do that and I'm in the countryside and I find it, I like to get it because it just kind of takes me back in the day. So that's it. Safe from the earthquake, and all the news coming from TEPCO, NHK, and even other Guardian, BBC, Reuters. Everything is good for the people in Tokyo. If you're up in Fukushima and everything like that, that's where all the problems are. If you can, please donate to Japan Red Cross, or I'll post links. I don't know all the there's a bunch of organizations collecting money right now, but donate to one of them if you can. If you can't, just send your thoughts out to the people up north who are suffering a lot, because of food shortages and having lost their homes and everything. I've seen a lot of video on the local news out here. It's just heartbreaking what has happened up there. So send your thoughts to those people. Me and all my friends are fine. We got a little shook up and a little kind of worried, but other than that, we're totally fine. And please keep watching, send your suggestions, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.